All right, so we're going to keep going. This is pages 12 and 13, okay, of the review. Determine the center and radius of a circle whose equation is the following. X squared plus y squared plus 6x minus 8y is equal to 200. Okay, so we're going to rewrite this and complete the square twice. X squared plus 6x plus some number, okay, and then we're going to take the plus y squared minus 8y plus some number is equal to 200. Now, instead of doing the opposite, we're going to do the same sign. All right, so remember b over 2, to complete the square, b over 2 squared. So this is 6 over 2 squared is equal to 9. So this is going to be 9 here. We're going to add 9 over here. Okay, the y one is negative 8 over 2 squared is 16, right? It's 4 squared is 16. So we're going to add 16 here. We're also going to add 16 over here. Now, these group together, and this factors to x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 9 and 16, 225. Okay, so we're not done. We just have the equation, and now we're going to give the center, or state the center, and that's negative 3 comma 4. Okay, and r squared is equal to 225. So the radius, we're going to take the square root of 225 is equal to 15. Okay? And again, so here we have one. The ones that were in the multiple choice ones didn't have 2 x's. So here we're going to have 2 x's, which means we have to check. We always have to check square root equations and absolute values and make sure we don't have any extraneous roots. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the absolute value of x minus 6 by itself. So we're going to subtract 2x here, subtract 2x here, and we have the absolute value of x minus 6 is equal to 3 minus 2x. Okay, so we have our two cases. Case 1, right? It's just x minus 6 is equal to 3 minus 2x. All right, I'm going to add 2x to both sides. And then we get 3x minus 6 is equal to 3. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. We get 3x is equal to 9. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. I get x is equal to 3. Okay, so I'm going to do a check on this one. Let's check it. We have 2 times 3 plus the absolute value of 3 minus 6. Is that equal to 3? Well, this becomes 6 plus the absolute value of negative 3 is equal to 3. And the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. So we have 9 is not equal to 3. So we're going to reject this guy. Okay? Case 2 is a little bit more difficult. We have x minus 6 is equal to negative 3 times 2x. It's the negative root. So we're going to distribute a negative 1 here. And we get negative 3 plus 2x. All right, since I moved the 2x over before, I'm going to move it over again. All right, minus 2x minus 2x. So I have negative x minus 6 is equal to negative 3. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And I get negative x is equal to 3. Divide both sides by negative 1. And I get x is equal to negative 3. So I'm going to check this one. All right, I have 2 times negative 3 plus the absolute value of negative 3 minus 6 is equal to 3. All right, negative 6 plus the absolute value of negative 9 is equal to 3. Negative 6 plus 9 is equal to 3. So 3 is equal to 3. That checks. So this is a root. Okay. Let's go on. Unit 5 review. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Square root equations, huh? All right. So which of the following does not represent the domain? Remember, underneath a radical sign, you can have x has to be greater than, or what's under, let me write it another way. 22 minus 3x has to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now you can solve this, all right? We've got to be careful, right? 22 minus 22, we get negative 3x is greater than or equal to negative 22. If we divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, we have to switch the inequality sign. Is 22 over 3, which is 7 1/3. So it has to be, x has to be less than or equal to 7 1/3. So I want to know which one's not in the domain. All right, so x is greater than, it's number 2, right? So that's the way to do it. So, but you know, if you don't remember to do that, the least we could do is plug them in, right? If we plug in 10, we get 22 minus 3 times 10, right? And that's equal to 22 minus 30, which is equal to negative 8. And that's not a real number, so that can't be in the domain. All right, this one, f of x is equal to 2. So see where f of x is? We're going to put the 2 there. So we have 2 is equal to the square root of 3x plus 1 minus 3. All right, we're going to add 3. What's up? So sweet. My granddaughter just visited. Well, they're both sleeping over tonight. So, but very sweet. We went to see Sonic 3 today. So we're going to square both sides. I get 25 Oh, I forgot to multiply by 2. Let's go back to the beginning, right? I forgot that was a fraction. I forgot to write the fraction down. So I have 2 is equal to the square root of 3x plus 1 minus 3 over 2. So the first thing we're going to do is undo the division. The 2 and the 2 cancel. So I have 4 is equal to the square root of 3x plus 1. If I square this and square this, I end up with I end up with 3x plus 1 minus 3. Then I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So this is 7 is equal to 3x plus 1. And if we square both sides now, we get 49 is equal to 3x plus 1. Subtract 1. We get 48 is equal to 3x. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. We get x is equal to 16. All right, so this was 3. All right, remember when you simplify radicals, you want to get perfect squares. So 28 is the perfect square is 144 times 2 is 288. This is equal to 3 times the square root of 144 times the square root of 2. This becomes 3 times 12 square root of 2, 36 square root of 2, and then they want us to add the two numbers. So we're going to add 36 plus 2 is equal to 38, which was choice 3. All right, to simplify this one, we rationalize the denominator by multiplying both the top and the bottom by the square root of 18. So this becomes 7 square root of 18 over, when you multiply these two, it becomes just 18. And then we could do 7 times the square root of 9 times the square root of 2. So we broke the 18 into 9 and 2 over 18. And then that becomes 7 times 3 square root of 2 over 16, which is 21 square root of 2 over 16. Okay, and then we can, oh, I'm sorry, this is over 18. I gotta focus here. Okay, both of these are divisible by 3. So this becomes 7, and this becomes 6. So it's number 1. All right, again, another complete the square, right? Minus 22x plus some number minus 7. And then we're going to subtract that same number is equal to 0. So we do half of negative 22 squared is 11. This is 121. So we're going to add 121 and we're going to subtract 121. It's on the same side. So this is x minus 11 squared minus 128 is equal to 0. And then we're going to add 128 and add 128. So I get x minus 11 squared is equal to 128. Okay, so this was choice 3. All right, we're going to hold on to stop this one. And what do we have left? We have 14, 15, and 16. So we'll do all 3 of those in the next video. Okay?